Hello, this is Eggbeast, and today we're going to be looking at making a hand animation for a new weapon. The weapon in question here is a M1 bazooka, which we've just been given by Rama Marines and his team in Russia, and thank you for that, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically make a hand anim for this and show you guys how to do that. Thanks again to Vilas for showing me how to do this, because I didn't know until he taught me. So what we've got is here's my bazooka. It's about the right scale. It's about 1.5 meters long, which is what it needs to be. The weapon isn't finished yet, but I'm just going to work on the hand anim to show you how that works. So first of all, I'm going to go into my store and I'm going to open up a BI skeleton. This is a special model that you need to make hand anims. So let's have a look from the left side and zoom in. And so the guy is basically standing like so, and then in the next keyframe, so to view keyframes you do view and animations, and that shows up your keyframes. And in the next keyframe along, from the basic one, you can see there's a guy holding a weapon. Now the reason the weapon isn't lined up on this is because this was redeveloped already for a PPSH, so his hand is holding the drum mag of the PPSH. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to import the nearest animation I can find. So I do right click on keyframe 0 from matrices, and then I happen to have a store already done with all the animations from Arma 2. So anim 1, and I think I want the model.cfg, so I'm going to open that, and you'll see it defaults back to the initial keyframe. Now we're going to look in the holding weapon keyframe, and there you go, you can see it. So right away his hands are in a fairly good place for me for what I want, so I'm just going to hide the launcher. We don't need to see that. I'm going to hide his weapon as well, so yeah, launcher's all gone. Weapon, hide. I'm going to remove his head because I don't need to see that. I don't need to see his body or legs, so I'm going to hide that too. Let's view from the top, and we can get rid of most of his body because we don't need to see that. There we go. So we're now just left with a pair of arms. So now I'm going to go ahead and create a proxy, and that will be of my bazooka, and then I'm going to do view and show proxy objects and rotate it so that it's in the right place. There we go. And then I'm going to stick it approximately in position and view from left. Now I can reposition this weapon in the weapon itself, in the weapon model, once I'm happy with where it is. But for now, I'm going to put it in the approximate position of over the right hand for firing the trigger. Let's just check the right hand is about right. View left. Yeah, it's looking okay. That's the trigger, so I reckon it's about there. Okay, so it's approximately correct. What I want to do now is I want to take the left hand, that's this hand, and I want to place it so it's holding this grip, so it kind of looks like this. Okay, here's a picture of a man holding one. Notice his index finger goes up along there, so I might want to do that if I'm feeling up to it. But he's holding he's holding the handle and the grip and the trigger, and then he's holding the front of the trigger protection. Right, so that's what we're aiming for here. So this is why I chose the Igla animation, because it's approximately correct. So I need to move the left hand. Now in order to do that, I'm just going to take the arms, because I don't actually need these. The arms will automatically animate in inverse kinematics, so hide the arms and any bits, and we should just be left with hands. Okay, so I'll just check we've got left hand and we've got right hand. Unhide, just to make sure we have got them, and we have got them ready. Okay, so right, so I need to look at my right hand first. Let's have a look at it. Right hand, view, top, looks about right. View, left. Okay, I'm just going to move it, so I'm going to drag the hand a little bit. Actually, it looks a bit, it does look okay. I need to put the grip, so he's got one. I wonder if he uses 2 fingers on this trigger. It's quite a big chunky trigger, so I'm going to put it about there. Okay, I'm going to curl the bottom fingers round, so let's have a look at those. View, top, star to zoom in. That is right pinky and right ring finger. So let's look at right hand pinky, pinky 1, pinky 2, right hand pinky 2, and right hand pinky 3. There's right hand pinky 3. So is that in the right position? Have a look from the left. No, it needs to be wrapped round. Okay, so I need to take the whole of that finger. View, top. Okay, now I'm going to hold down Control. I should be able to rotate it, move it approximately back into position. Okay, now I'm going to look at right hand ring finger. Right hand ring. There. Rotate. Move back into position. View from the left side. Now we're looking a little bit better gripped, and in fact what I'm going to do here is rotate the fingers and move them down a little. Now I want the right middle finger, so the birdie finger they should call this one. So right hand middle, there he is. I want the whole finger. Where is it? Right hand middle. There, okay. So rotate and lower. Okay, and then I'm going to view top and rotate and move in. Okay, view left again. How are we doing? So we've got our hands around the guard now, our fingers around the guard, the grip, and we just want to get the finger around the trigger. So view top. Yeah, you can see it's a little bit extended, but it's supposed to be, because you need to be able to animate it back when you pull the trigger. So let's have a look again. Are we happy? I think we're happy with that. So right hand is now done. Okay, so onto the left hand. So we take the whole left hand. Better to select it using the selections window. So let's go left hand, left hand. There we are, left hand. So I'm going to go. What I'm going to do is rotate it. So it's about there. So that's holding Control and using right click to rotate. Now dragging it onto the guard. Now view top. Is it around this? This is the area here we want to be around. So he's kind of got his hand against it and his fingers bent around. I think that's probably okay, to be honest. We might want to just turn it a little bit and bring it out, and then maybe bring the thumb in. So let's have a look at the left hand thumb. Left hand thumb. I want the whole thumb rotated and moved in. There we are. And then do I want my fingers to be straight or not? Well, let's have a look again at the picture. No, he's got them folded right over, hasn't he? Okay, so let's fold them right over. So let's take the left hand index, whole finger. No, actually left hand index 2 and 3 we want. 2 and 3, roll, and ready. Now we want left hand middle, 2 and 3, there we go, folded over, and we want left hand pinky, yep, that's all of it, bent over, and ring, left hand ring, 2, bent over. Okay, and might just take the left hand as a whole and move it a little bit back. There we go. So view from the front, hard to tell. View from the left, also hard to tell, but anyway. So now I'm going to bring everything back. I'm going to select my proxy, the only proxy in the model. I'm going to delete that because we don't want that in here. Okay. So there's my hands. Forget about the arms, it doesn't matter. Saving my skeleton, and then this is on keyframe 0, so right click, and I want to export it. Export matrices into my home folder for that, and I'm going to call it bazooka. How's that for originality? Bazooka.rtm. Save, and that's it. That's your hand animation done. So what you now do is close that. Okay, and you'll see it's here, and you include with it a model config, which is your OFP 2-man skeleton and your armaman model. That's all you need. When you do your build, that RTM will get binarized. It gets binarized using the model config, and you put your hand animation into your config for your weapon, and you're good to go. Okay, thanks for watching.